What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Early Edge in 5. I'm your host, Allan Bell. We've got a fantastic show for you this Friday, and I'll tell you what, you know who we want to see, both of them, frickin' frack. Let's bring in the stars of the show here, get this thing fired up. So, fellas, first off, good to see you, and I've got to give you both of you props. Yesterday, when Coach froze on the show, you both were ready to go, stepping in, ready to host it. EC, the screen just went to you for some wild reason. Never a bad thing, but yeah, you guys.
Well, it is a bad thing. Do people need me in a full screen more often
I
than
want
not?
as much EC as possible. If I could line up two monitors right now and both of them are on you, I'd do it.
I feel badly for you in that case. I like me in the small box much better than the big box. Not gonna lie.
I'd love to see EC debate himself. Like two ECs, and one EC is going for one pick and one side of the pick, and EC is going on the other side of the pick. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, me too. And look, we've got all kinds of different layouts here. I'm going to work on that. So next week, we're going to be ready to go. But I'll tell you what, it's not wasting any time. Let's jump into the picks here. Spector, as always, you're fired up first, my man. NBA's tough. It's weird. But I think you got to go and do what you got.
It is very weird, but so we're going to go with a player that I know is going to play because he holds the record for most consecutive games played, 367 consecutive games, and that is Mikal Bridges at over 26.5 points, minus 127. SportsLine AI is predicting 28.9 points. He's averaged 29.3 in his last 10 games. That includes a game where he had his second highest scoring game of the season, and that was against the Magic, who they're playing tonight. He scored 44 points. A win for the Nets also secures the 6th seed for them and has them avoid the play-in. I'll be very interested to see if he ends up playing the next game with that record on the line. However, the NBA is resting so many players. I just had to go with one who I knew was going to play. Let's just hope they don't blow out the Magic so bad he only plays half a game.
Yep, I'm with you on that, man. I like it. All right, EC, I'm going to throw to you. I'll give my pick during the recap screen, but I want the show to be you too. You know what I mean? So I know that you've got some massive plays. And by the way, 2 days ago, when we were sweating out the hockey pick, like the over 4.5, right?
Yeah.
Dude, we were like, look, if it hits, doesn't hit, whatever you're playing, I'm riding the next day. You come fire off with a 66% day, crushed it, as you normally do. So you get some plays, man.
Well, thanks, AB. You know, the funny thing about the hockey play is yesterday I was doing the research. The team I was going to go with originally was the Devils. They scored 8. And then I was going to do a player prop of Jack Hughes, and he had 2 goals and 2 assists. So I was like, man, I should have just stuck to my first instinct. And I think knowledge reigns supreme in the chat. He said something earlier on. He's like, you got to go with your gut. Well, there you go. There's one of them. Just go with your gut. So, all right, these were my first looks. I put these together last night. I put it on Twitter that I was doing research. Let's roll with these. You can find all these over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBI props on DraftKings. Let's start with the Brewers. Brian Anderson over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs at plus 120. He's on fire this year. He's 9 of 18, hitting 500 with 7 runs, 3 homers, and 10 RBIs. He's hit this number in 5 of 6 games this season. And in lifetime against Jack Flaherty, he's 2 for 8 with a double and a home run. I mean, I'm just riding the hot streak here, and I'm getting juice to do it at plus 120. I think it's great value, and I hammered this one last night. I thought the line would shift, but it's actually stayed the same. The next one, I'll tell you, if there's anything that I give you today that's pretty close to a lock, this is it. CJ Cron over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs, minus 145. I usually don't like laying that kind of juice. He's just so good usually at Coors Field. Last year, he hit 302 at home with 22 home runs and 214 away with 7 home runs with more at-bats on the road. He's just so much better at Coors Field, as most players are. And he's 3 for 5 lifetime against Mackenzie Gore, who's starting for the Nationals today with 2 home runs. I love this bet. I don't love the juice on it at minus 145, but whatever parlay you do tonight, include this one. And then the last one, you guys are going to think I'm crazy. Christian Walker for the D-backs is going up against Clayton Kershaw. And you're like, anybody going up against Kershaw, stay away. Not Christian Walker. So his prop is over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs is minus 105. Career against Kershaw is 10 of 30 with 5 home runs and 8 RBIs. When he faced Kershaw last week, 2 for 2 with a home run. He's hit this in 3 of 5 games against the Dodgers this year, not last night. I think he bounces back tonight. And if you want to sprinkle a home run prop on Cohen and Walker, I don't hate it. So put together your parlays. I don't blame me.
Yes.
But do your own parlays and play whatever you want of these three props because I feel really good about all three.
There we go, dude. I like it. Put together your parlays.
Well, right. So somebody said to me yesterday, AB, he's like, I only have heard of you from the recap screen when you're putting together parlays. I was like, I did that, 10, 12 times, something like that? Like, yeah. we play a lot of singles. But if you want to take the picks and parlay them, you want to take mine and Spector's and AB's, have fun with it. Why not?
Yeah. I'm here for it, like with you. I just love what you do. Like,
I'm all about the parlays. Like, I will take Spector's pick, and I will parlay it with some of my picks. Unfortunately, my picks will lose, and his will win. Figures that way. But I'm feeling tonight, CJ Cohen, Christian Walker, and Spector's play. And if you want to throw Brian Anderson in, okay. I'm good with that.
I'll tell you what. Can we add one more to it?
Yeah.
So, again, you're in the maestro spot, right? Like, I wasn't saying that you weren't. I was going to do it on the recap screen, but we might as well do it right here. All right. I'm keeping with the flow. All right. Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs tonight at home against the Padres. And I'll tell you why. Padres starting Nick Martinez, okay? This dude, in his last 4 starts, he's given up 13 earned runs. He's given up 3 home runs in his last 2. You look at how San Diego and Atlanta play, especially when playing in Atlanta. Let me give you these run totals, all right? The last 4, 13 runs, 10 runs, 11 runs, 17 runs. Like, the ball moves. We saw it last night. Like, it's going to go. And with Olson, this dude has opportunities all over the place because kind of go with that opposite feel of, like you protect a hitter, right? Like how they used to do like Barry Bonds, right? Towards where like, all right, you can't walk him. Dude, is anybody seeing this Braves lineup? Like, that's what I love about this bet is that, it's hits, runs, and RBIs. So even if like we played Austin Riley yesterday, all right? Walk, right? Like he started the game off.
You cashed it in the first inning.
We got one in, right? We got
he had an RBI single in the first inning. Yeah, RBI single in the first inning. So there's your 2 right there. But the problem, AB, here's the problem though. Is there going to be rain? That's the only reason I stayed away from the Braves game because of that weather. Because I saw what's going on at the Masters, which is a few hours away. So I love the Olsen play. If you took AB's Olsen play and put it with my 2 first basemen that I gave out in Cohen and Walker, now there's a parlay tonight. There is your parlay. The first baseman,
Yeah, no. I agree with you. Look, in the chat real quick, Alex said, I worry AB is going to end up diabetic off the juice barrels. Great comment right there. Rebecca says, it looks like he's hitting the Pedialyte after a long night of drinking. The Pedialyte is clutch. But you want to talk, like, I agree. All right, so you want to see a parlay.
Uh-oh.
Well, we've got another one, too. Like,
what is that? What is that stuff? What is that stuff?
Dude, let me show you that.
Hug.
Yep. Hugs,
how about that?
You didn't drink.
Is that healthy?
What?
I don't think it's healthy.
You don't think it's healthy?
No. I can tell you exactly how you know that it's not healthy.
Mm-hmm.
There are no ingredients listed anywhere near this. I'm not even sure that's legal, but I don't care. I support them. Hugs, I love you. I'll give you plugs for free on the show. But yeah. So I'm gonna go Olsen here. I agree with you on the weather for sure. It's gonna be spotty, man. But still, like I think that the Braves can get to Martinez pretty quickly. So yeah.
I'm feeling good about it. Spector's pick. I mean, Bridges has been on fire. I'll tell you what. I retired on regular season NBA for now. I thought about doing something, but like you don't know, as you said, Spector, you don't know who's going to play. Like what's going on with the Mavericks tonight? Are they? Who's sitting? Is Luka sitting tonight?
He's probable.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it looks like Kyrie. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they have a chance. They could do it. I don't know. And with Luka, like you could win any play-in game. If I was going to look at anybody else, it'd probably be Steph tonight. The Warriors have a lot to play for because they just have so many tiebreaker situations where they are not favored. They are not favored with the Pelicans, the Timberwolves, the Lakers, or the Clippers. Literally, They have to have the better record to stay out. So they're going to have a good game. The reason I stay away from it is because the Kings decided to put all questionable on every single player. Instead of out or not, they put all questionable. The line for the spread reflects that they won't play. The total line reflects that the Kings players will play. So, but I do like Steph is shooting threes. That's like over 4.5 threes. That's not a bad play either. And it looks like we got 5 plays there. So if you wanted to have a Friday 5 parlay, right?
I do not recommend 5
let me say
picks,
this
though.
Let me say it real quick. Let me read it real quick so everybody that's listening, watching, podcast could get it. EC is on Brian Anderson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs plus 120. CJ Cron over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs minus 145. Christian Walker over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs minus 105. Speculators on Mikal Bridges over 26.5 points. And I am on Matt Olson of the Braves over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at minus 125. Okay, apologies. Keep going.
No, I think M Squared said it best. We had a Sunday show the other week where he said it best. He's like, don't play anything over 4 legs. So, like, you split these up. I would play a 3 and a 2. If I were to take the 5 picks, I would just in some way, I'd put maybe the 3 first basemen together, take a shot there, and then put Speculator and Brian Anderson together if you want to have fun with an early edge in 5 parlay. Hey, nothing wrong with parlays. I mean, you make more money and you bet less. And sports books will love you, I think.
They will. They will.
It's kind of like an airplane, dude. Like they'll just keep like bringing you drinks and stuff if you're doing it, you know.
If you're in first class,
like, I'm gonna get my money out of this book one way or the other.
Listen, I like the philosophy of bet less, win more. And I know people think I'm crazy. I'm just saying, I know there's obviously a risk to it, but just throwing it out there.
And I have the exact opposite.
You say
bet more for a guaranteed win, take less, and just kind of make progress over time. But I
was gonna say, like, if we're in a casino, like if the 3 of us were, I'm just gonna go ahead and wager, Spector, that you would go to the ATM fewer times than me and EC would.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I mean that as a positive. Like, like what you just said is intelligent. To where me and EC are like, dude, it's 2 a.m. Let's get some shots. We're going over the craps table. Let's go.
With that said, I do not like ATM fees. So I will give up and go to bed before I have to pay more ATM fees.
Do you have Truist?
I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's a bank. Yeah, that does the Braves Park. Yeah, we don't have that out here. No.
Yeah. Dude, they don't hit you on them fees, boy. They don't hit you, dude.
I was in Vegas like 2 weekends ago and with my parents for a wedding, and they, we were walking around and we went to go pay for lunch or something. And I was like, my mom went to pay with cash. And I was like, pay with cash? Who carries cash anymore? I don't have any cash on me. In California, everything's cashless. We go to the casino all of a sudden, and I was like, man, ATM fees? I don't know. My mom's like, guess who's got a couple hundred in cash?
Yeah.
I said, Mom, can I borrow that?
Yeah. Dude, start charging fees personally.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Feeling lucky tonight, though, AB. I'm feeling lucky. I think I love all of our picks. I love your guys' picks. And mine, I got at least 2-1. Worst case, we got 2-1. We got a winning night. Worst case.
Yeah. I think we're going undefeated. I said think. I didn't call it. I said think. We're not jinxing. I'm not mushing a damn thing on here. Yeah.
Hey, AB, I got to ask one last question. What are your thoughts on a round robin play? Where you
Yeah. Dude, I like round robins. I don't play them a ton. I used to. They're a safer version of a parlay. If you do it correctly, I'm not against them at all. Like, you've got to kind of know what you're doing there. But yeah, like, what are your thoughts, man?
Take our 5 plays, put them in a round robin. I don't know. What is that? 5? I'd have to figure out how many different parlays. It's probably Speculator way better at the math than I am. I mean, I'm telling you, this is Parlay Friday, AB. I think that we need a nickname. They have big pick energy in the morning. We should call it Parlay Friday in the afternoons.
Well, here's the best part, too, is that Coach and Snake are out playing golf right now, and rightfully so. Those guys work a ton. Mm-hmm. That's why you see a lot more of me shading in on the weekends, right, to cover for them because they do work a ton. And they have no clue. They're not watching right now. No. They're out, dude. And I don't say it as a bad thing. I say it as they're playing golf. So, we're ripping parlays. Let's go. I'll deal with the hassle tomorrow. If it turns out good, bad, whatever, I'll do it.
We'll give you the singles. And if you want to parlay them, parlay them. If you want to play them straight up like Spector does, then play them straight up. There you go.
Dude, I love this show, man. Nothing against the morning show. I love this show.
We have a blast.
We come to have fun. We're here to have fun, but we're here to make some good picks, but we're also here to have fun.
Well, see, you know what, Spector? That is not only a life mantra, that needs to be a t-shirt. That's the next shirt we're going to put on the side. All right, I'll let you guys get to it, man. Enjoy your Fridays. Everybody, the Early Edge crew, I'm telling you, You are the absolute best. I've been sitting here laughing, reading these comments. Like, if you see me just crack up, like, while one of these guys are talking, it's because you're killing me in the chat, and it's fantastic, man. So everybody, have a great weekend. We'll be live, obviously, tomorrow, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern normal time. We've got a new person coming up, too, Mackenzie Brooks. All right, so if you look on Twitter, you'll see I just dropped her Twitter handle on there, Ken's Brooks Bets. Go ahead, hit that a follow. Like, you're going to enjoy her, man. Like, part of the sports data team, smart as hell, man. Smart as hell. So, there we go. All right. Any final thoughts? We good?
Hey, let's win big this weekend. We got a full slate of hockey tomorrow, and I will not be making picks until the playoffs. We're done. We're done. Same with the NBA. We're done.
I love these rules that you put down for yourself. It's fantastic. You know what?
Get ready for tennis. Tennis in May, AB. Get ready. We're clay court season. We're getting ready.
Clay court season.
I play them all, guys. It's not like I'm just pulling random stuff out of my rear end. I play them all. You got to have fun with it.
No, I was going to say, we see it in the group text. Like, whenever somebody is a big hit, like, we encourage people to drop them or anything like that. Yeah, for sure. Now, my big hits aren't on the level of M Squared's. I've seen him drop a few commas into there. I'm like, good God, son. Yeah. But they're definitely all played. Yeah, I saw somebody talk about that yesterday. Like, asking, like, do you guys actually, like, do you play these? Like, yeah, we do. And when we make, like, a big swing on one that we feel good about and screw it up, we drop those in the chat too, for sure.
I got one last thing, AB. I'm going to play against Brooks Koepka tomorrow to win the Masters. I know his odds are plus 125 or less. I'm going to take a shot against him. I don't know with whom. I want to see how Rahm finishes up. I mean, he's finished before, but I just have a feeling somebody might come and get him. Is it Morikawa? Is it Spieth, who couldn't make a putt on the back nine? I might take some shots and see what happens. But follow Coach and Sia. I'm sure they'll have plenty of plays on Twitter.
Nice. I love it. Well done. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Great Friday night. Good time. We will be live again, like I said, 10 a.m. Eastern, Saturday morning. Till then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets and parlays. We'll see you tomorrow.